I wanted to be the best version of myself. I wanted to show up in people's lives and the relationships, in a really beautiful way. I had to realize that that started with me. I'm the person that's showing up with my clients, with my children, with my husband, with my parents, with my friends. And so I really worked on myself, and it led me to really recognize that like what I focus on, where I devote my energy is ultimately what comes out. How I feel about things, the mood that I'm in, whether I'm able to smile or not. And that really changed the trajectory of how I thought, how I moved, and ultimately like how I lived. So in today's video, I want to share 5 daily habits that you can do to become a better you. I know that I'm not perfect, so I'm not coming for you. I'm just saying that these are just some habits that I really work hard to prioritize so that I can continue on this journey feeling my best. Let's talk about some habits to help you be a better you. The first one is I really had to learn to embrace change. I did have a very difficult childhood, and so change really scared me. It caused a lot of resistance and anxiety in my life. And you know what? I had to change my perspective on that. I had to heal those wounds and say, you know what? Like, change is not a bad thing. I had to first decide to embrace it because I've been able to try so many new things because that fear didn't stop me. And so, of course, that's allowed me to grow as a person. And I don't want to be robbed of any new experiences, new people that I might meet, or things that I might discover about myself because I'm resistant to that change. So, along the growth journey to being a better person and being just a better you is to embrace change so that you can grow, so that you can evolve. Number 2 is creating a routine. I used to just fly by the seat of my pants, and honestly, I did get through a lot of things, but then I also found myself not really understanding why I might be hitting some lows and not sometimes even knowing why I'm hitting highs. I'm just kind of going through life. Creating a routine really grounded me so that I was able to start my day before I even stepped into other people's lives or had contact with other people. I first learned to take care of me. Then I was able to present myself as my best self to other people. And that felt really good because I was starting at the core with me. Some of the things that I was doing carrying on from childhood and college, just no bueno, okay? Creating routines allowed me to be more structured. It allowed me to be able to be more calm and slow down. And that did wonders for my mental and emotional state, wonders. Number 3 is I reflected a lot more. So I became a lot more observant about what I was feeling, the experiences that I was having. Ideally, I'd love to say that I journal 7 days a week, but I'm not going to fake the funk. Sometimes it's 1 time a week. Sometimes it's 3 times a week, but I try to make time to journal at least 1 time a week just to collect all my thoughts, collect all my feelings, ground them in a place. If I need to bookmark them and process them with somebody that I trust, then I will. If I'm okay, I understand why I felt that way, I'm good, I can still move forward. I never lose touch with what's going on with me. Number 4 is I addressed my weaknesses. I tried to ignore them for a while, they're not really affecting me because I still feel successful. I still feel good. I realized that my struggles with avoidance and shutting down was not allowing me to show up and have the conversations or for me to do the things that I love to do because I was in a cycle of being overwhelmed and shutting down and avoiding. So I had to address that weakness. I'm more conscious of it. And that's why it's important for me to reflect and have a routine because I know that I struggle with that. Don't be afraid to look at your weaknesses. They don't make you weak. They are just areas that you're not strong at. And so if you're able to identify them, express them, you can kind of provide more support around yourself so that they don't, really take you back or keep you from where you're trying to go and who you're trying to be, which is the most important thing. And the last one is just just to take care of yourself. Never underestimate the power of taking care of yourself. It's normal to get a little run down, but if you've been following some of the other things that I've talked about, then it leads you to taking care of yourself, not underestimating the power of meditation, taking the time to drink water, to eat 3 meals, vitamins, fitness, taking a walk. These are beautiful things that we can do to take care of ourselves that don't take like a whole week. I'm saying don't wait. This is something that you can do daily. You can take a 5-minute walk. You can stretch for 5 minutes while you're watching, TV. You can do a quick minute, 5-minute, 10-minute hit workout from YouTube, which I've done lots of times. So there you have it. That was 5 daily habits that you can start doing like today in order for you to be a better you. So I hope that this was fruitful. Let me know down in the comments which one you are going to be adding to your life today, so that I can be cheering you on. As always, I'm wishing you the best on your journey, and I will see you in the next video. Happy healing.